Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Dragons of St. Louis taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great blitz coming, and down he goes. Able to record his 5th sack of the season.
But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback, too.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14.
Back to throw, Fields.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was the first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Bigsby.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
Take Bigsby. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
15 yards on the play, first down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Field's going to change things up here. Second down and a run by Robinson. Touchdown! Brian Robinson Jr. His second touchdown on the season. And the Dragons are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, you want those early holiday shoppers, partner, or you want those guys to get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Ferguson under a heavy rush and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Now how about that? Defensive coordinator perfectly in sync, dials up a blitz, and the man in the middle, he's the one who gets home.
Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Off the play fake. Ferguson. Jones goes diving, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Jaguars at 10-1 now on the year. And they've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Ferguson. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Another run by Bigsby.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Tank Bigsby
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to blow that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And his first throw here is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
2nd and 10. On the carry, Bigsby. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 76 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Tackle there by Nick Cross.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable 2nd down.
Bigsby once more. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Powell. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Jaguars are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to pounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. It's Howell. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
At the 48-yard line.
First down, Howell to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Howell.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Howell looking to throw again. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game.
And now 2 problems as I see it. First, you missed the kick, which granted was a long one. But second, you set the other guys up with great field position and enough time to maybe get downfield and get a field goal attempt of their own.
Robinson up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 88 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On first down, Fields sets up the screen to Robinson. And he brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, but a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. And this one is right through, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Faking the handoff, Howell. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tied ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary. And that's a job well done there.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A run here with Bigsby. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
2nd down, Howell now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson taken down at the 42.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Here we go. Jack.
Now Samuel. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Robinson on a give right side. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And the last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
A give left side to Robinson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
At the 5-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Brian Robinson Jr., his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dragons have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a give to Bigsby. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Bigsby. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. 2nd down, Howell back to pass. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The offense on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Howell out of the shotgun. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. But it's intercepted. He's trying to get it to Ridley. Down the left sideline. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
At the 7-yard line.
Here we go, son.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a two-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a two-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's good for a Jaguars.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Evades the tackler, and now some space. Touchdown, Jaguars. Take Bigsby, 56 yards. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. But from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Here we go, here we go.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Powell throwing on 3rd down here. They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Well, this offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Now a handoff to Bigsby. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A big play looming on 3rd down. Here's Howell. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation.
He'll use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
First down, St. Louis.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Robinson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Robinson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
And this is where the mental part of the game comes into play. Defense is out of timeouts. Just hold on to the football. No sense really trying to score. They should be able to run this one out.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Slide for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Jaguars 24. Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Powell to throw. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll go play action. Howell. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy...
you